We are ready, the community are ready. We condemn the act of Oshiomhole because this is inhumanity to man.
Despite the outcry that trailed his unpopular decision to sell Edo House in Lagos, Oshiomhole is unrelenting in his profligate bid to sell government properties at giveaway prices. Edo people are eager to know those the governor gave all the houses and lands seized from federal government, including the official residence of Professor Osayuki Oshodin.
My house in the night. All I see, I just saw people pulling down, started shouting, God, I'm a widow, give me today, let me just park. What is going on? Nobody is talking. They say it's order from government, from governor, breaking everywhere. No notice. I just say, God, please, I pleaded and pleaded. Look at my leg. I was kind of knelt down begging. I slept in my neighbor's house. That's how I'm removing my teeth now.
Sound went into our soup. The food we prepared for the week is gone. The pots were demolished. We are human beings. We are not animals. And this is democracy. There's no democracy here now. Even when the armies were in charge, they can't do this to fellow human beings. And we are even neighbors. We went twice to vote for Oshiomhole. From here to that center, twice. We never went to him, give us a bottle of mineral. Look at what they are using to pay us.
Only for me to get home, I saw that the demolition exercise was on with bulldozer. I don't know where the governor got tarts from. Smoking Igbo, Indian hair, and everything. They were everywhere, both policemen and all. And they said we must move our things out. That's yesterday evening. When there was no prior notice, we started begging.
Thousands of Edo women who have been demonstrating against his administration are also interested in knowing how much the governor paid for the parcel of land.
This land belongs to our son. Now he get her. So we can't say make him leave him.
This land is for the Oba. Anything that belongs to the Oba belongs to the son.
My lawyers have requested for documentation from the state. Or is it a personal property? Whichever one it is, they should show proof. You cannot use force to tell me not to step on land that is mine. If you say it's yours, then you show proof of it.
He seized from Prince Ekpen Erediawa at Okoro Otun Avenue, GRA, Benin City, on which the governor is presently erecting one of his personal houses. We challenge Governor Oshiomhole to deny the fact that his crusade to dispossess the federal government workers of their properties was fired by his inordinate burning desire to allocate all the properties to himself. Is it true that the governor allocated the Okoro Otun land to himself at a giveaway price of 23 million naira against the market value of over 100 million naira? Does this not amount to insiders dealing? Is this not corruption? If we may ask, what is Oshiomhole's attraction to government landed properties? Why is he in a hurry to sell off every single unit, including Edo House in Abuja, which was constructed by Governor Lucky Igbinedian's administration? How come Oshiomhole is busy allocating the choice properties in government reservation area to himself, while pretending that he is fighting for our interest? What happened to the Union Homes ownership scheme and the 64 million naira contributed by civil servants to the account of Ministry of Lands and Survey? Who owns the former Guinness guest house property along Reservation Road next to Chief John Odigi Oyegun's house? Is it true that Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole paid over 350 million naira to purchase the said property? These are some of the questions by Edo people begging for answers from the self-styled comrade governor. Edo people expect Oshiomhole to lead by example and not by deception. Is it not true that Oshiomhole collects over 400 million naira monthly as security vote? An inconsistent person is illogical in his thoughts or actions. He behaves in inconsistent ways and also lacks the will to conclude a purpose that could form a harmonious whole. He is fickle-minded and impulsive. The general overview of the policy framework of Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole's administration exhibits a high level of policy inconsistency and somersault.
If one man, let me take you slowly, if one man, or make I tell you go to talk about, if now one person state, we get only one head. Same thing, get only two eyes. Korokoro like me, like you. He leg no pass through, like you, like me. He had no pass through. If you go fit get the kind line to live in one man, and then the rest of all we get for small 50 by 50. As you take land, that's what you go take pay for it. This tax is for people who are living in some part of the GRA.
But the future of our children cannot be compromised, even at the expense of election. The competency test will go on, and I hope the teachers will comply.
There were teachers who were assumed to be ghosts, and for 2 months they were not paid. Now, following subsequent investigation, I'm informed that about 300 of them have been established as teachers that do exist, and they have since been redeployed.
Not tomorrow again, turn around again as a state executive to come around and tell the teachers to go for competency test. You sacked 930 teachers, and the implementation scheme for their emoluments were not done before now. But because of frolics of political mercantility, so all we are seeing now is that you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool the conscience of Edo people all the time.
After wasting the taxpayers' money, you finally now realize, because the competency test was unpopular in Ekiti State, the governor of this state, Mr. Oshiomhole, thinks that he governs regrettable, uncivilized, and unintelligent Edolites. But I challenge him anytime, any day.
We want to advise the comrade governor of Edo State to always shun the philosophy of Machiavellianism and Mephistophelianism when taking decisions that has to do with people.
He runs a government of ad hocism. For instance, the APC administration has peddled different figures as the construction cost of the 7-kilometer airport road project. At one point, the people were told that the total cost was 12 billion naira, and at another, the cost was put by the governor at 17 billion naira. The average cost of the two figures gives 14.5 billion naira, and this translates to over 2 billion naira per kilometer. Experts' information show that Airport Road is the most expensive road to be constructed by any government in Nigeria. As the tenure of Governor Adams Aliu Oshiomhole winds down, Edo people will soon know the real figure his government expended on the contract. Edo people are protesting the non-disclosure of the numerous contracts awarded to High-Tech Construction Company, which is owned by Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the controller of APC. Although Governor Adams Aliu Oshiomhole has tried to cover up the stench oozing from the corruption-infested contracts, Edo people have resolved to ask questions in their bid to find answers.
They're not keep to us. Our motto is a square.
Edo people are anxious to know the connection between Governor Oshiomhole and Hani Associates, the project consultant in charge of all contracts in the state, including Universal Basic Education School projects, road construction, Millennium Development Goal projects, and every other contract awarded by MDAs. Is it true that Governor Oshiomhole is one of the promoters of the company? Is it also true that the proceeds from the overinflated consultancy fee collected from contracts is presently being used to construct a hotel next door to Benin Club Golf Section? Is it not true that the same consultant solely supervised the collapsed Central Hospital without recourse to structural engineers? Why do you still retain him, if not for the financial proceeds he faithfully remits to you? Is it true that the ongoing beautification, planting of grass and flowers at the 5 junctions in Uselu has swallowed more than 900 million naira? On April 11, 2011, Governor Adams Oshiomhole announced to the world that the Benin City Water Storm project will cost 31 billion naira. Today, the contract sum has risen to 150 billion naira. We are also told that the completion date is unknown. The uncertainty surrounding the cost, scope, and completion date of the stormwater project is a reflection of the deception in Oshiomole's relationship with Edo people. The Ministry of Environment has become notorious for overinflation of contract costs and quantity with the full knowledge and approval of an insatiable governor.
This is the only access road where they pass. If to say they not go do them, or high tech when they give the contract to not go, for not cut this, now machine they take cut the road. Since that and there are so many hazards now we are suffering here. See our street, erosion don't cut everything.
The flood has driven all my tenants. My children and I have been taking refuge at Uselu Motor Park since 3 a.m. this morning. Nowhere to cook and eat.
Lane 1, Lane 2, Lane 3 was awarded in 2009 by the Kobaka led administration of the Kobaka. That was in 2009. So, and it was for 2 months completion for 40 million naira. So after about immediately after flag off, which was shown in the media, the project was abandoned.
Looking for money and new acquisitions. The cost of erecting street lights and their maintenance will shock Edo people when this Oshiomhole and his gang of looters are finally brought to justice. We are scandalized that a man who prides himself as the people's governor takes delight and pleasure to ride in helicopters around the state at the slightest opportunity. During the groundbreaking ceremony of Queen Ede Guli Erosion Reclamation Project in Benin City, Governor Oshiomhole came in 2 helicopters while he flew in 1. The other came with sultry daughters of Eve who accompanied him as exotic escorts. Oshiomhole's ostentatious lifestyle has no limit. Oga Governor, is it true that your choice drink is Don Perignon Rosé, which sells for 100,000 naira a bottle? Is it true that you lodge in the most luxurious 7-star Burj Arab hotel, where an average room rate per night is 977,000 naira each time you are in Dubai for your frequent adventures? If these are true, isn't this a betrayal of your khaki attire? Isn't this a betrayal of the trust the long-suffering people of Edo reposed in you? Is this the reason that Edo State debt, internal and external, has risen to over 80 billion naira? Truth must be told. Edo State has never witnessed this level of recklessness. Today, Edo State is one of the most indebted states in Nigeria. In the spirit of Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomole's promise to Edo people on November 12, 2008, wherein he said, "My administration will exercise zero tolerance for corruption. We will run an open, transparent, and accountable government." We encourage him to make public the circumstances surrounding the contract collapsed and the re-award of the Central Hospital project. Edo people want to know the persons behind the contract. How much is the contract sum for the construction work and the fittings? Is it true that the workers in the hospital project have also been deployed to the controversial land on Okoro Otu, GRA, Benin City, where the governor is building yet another personal mansion? In the past 6 years, Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole has capitalized on an impoverished band of local people to help him entrench himself as the most authoritarian and oppressive ruler in the history of Edo State. To our governor, Edo people are for sale. To keep the masses from asking questions, Oshiomhole resorts to the distribution of jeeps to politicians and some chiefs, textile materials to market men and women, dishing out cash to vociferous groups, including some pressmen, in order to have his way. Sadly, Oshiomhole's rampant penchant to buy popularity has left the very poor people he swore to protect and provide for even poorer. Between 2008 and 2015, Governor Oshiomhole did little to change the lives of our youths, men and women. The microcredit scheme administered by the State Ministry of Commerce has become another hub in Oshiomhole's administration. Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole should account for the 500 million naira Bank of Industry small-scale industry loan that has vanished into private pockets. We challenge Oshiomhole to parade the beneficiaries of this loan. Governor Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole's deception knows no bounds.
No more produce! No more produce!
He will stop at nothing to hoodwink unsuspecting Edo masses. On Wednesday, March 4, 2015, Oshiomhole gathered over 3,000 welders in the state to Government House, where he announced that his administration has earmarked 50 million naira loan for members of the Welders Union. A simple arithmetic shows that each welder will access 16,000 naira. Again, this is a clear case of deception by Governor Oshiomhole. He says one thing while he does the opposite. It is on record that Oshiomhole once asserted never to embrace tokenism in his developmental plan. If we may ask, what impact will 16,000 naira have on the business of each welder in Edo State? Like every other project that have been executed by Oshiomhole in the state since 2008, this is another rudderless plan that will lead nowhere. His latest promise is informed by his dwindling popularity with the people. Less than 15 months to Oshiomhole's exit from Government House, he cannot point to one single economic or developmental plan in any of the sectors. Every single action is based on Oshiomhole's impulsive decision. The state economic team led by Godwin Obaseki has become his private investment firm that channels ill-gotten wealth to offshore accounts.